The future of a nation lies in the hands of its youth.
If there is a fight in school, when it goes out there, it becomes a gang fight.
Our youth present us with a big opportunity in the form of massive energy and unrivaled creativity. But it is an opportunity that can easily turn into a significant threat if we do not properly nurture this demographic.
So crime kitu yenye iko. Sami kuna mbando ni reform. Kuna day tulikuwa tunaibia msee hapa hivi SDA.
Immediately after COVID, we lost a boy out of the criminal gangs. He was a member of a gang and there was a gang fight and he died, a Form 1 boy.
Cognizant of this status quo, Midrift Hurinet, in partnership with Game NGO, has been proactive in seeking to enhance opportunities for the youth.
Started a 10-month pilot project from July 2022, that is last year, up until March of 2023, that is this year.
A pilot project titled Building Peace and Friendship, Youth-Led Street Sports and Culture was commissioned.
Our partnership with Game NGO from Denmark has really made us to achieve a lot of milestones. When we talk about peace and security, we cannot leave out the youth and the children.
They are growing. Any knowledge that you impact in them, they get to grow up while understanding that this is actually an aspect that they really need.
Through street sports and cultural events, the program is positively impacting the youth, especially in vulnerable communities. The objective of the pilot project is to contribute to the prevention of ethnic and political tension and polarization, leading to pre- and post-election violence in Nakuru, Kenya.
You know, for sports, apart from being a unifying factor, it engages the youth and gives them hope in life.
One of the ways of bringing youth together and diverting the youth away from violence, away from hate, away from exploitation by the politicians is through sports. And Game came at the right time.
This is a story about a Midrift youth-led intervention to foster peace and tranquility in Nakuru through sports.
Those who join this game, they have made the school, everybody now want to join the basketball and the football.
Nakuru City is the fourth largest urban center in Kenya. Its cosmopolitan nature draws people from different cultures across the country. The newest city has an estimated population of 600,000 according to the 2019 National Population Census. Its annual growth rate of 3.4% ranks it as one of the fastest growing cities in Africa. An estimated 33% of the population are youths between the age of 18 and 35.
This country we are facing a challenge of the youth bulge, where every year we get increased number of young people who move out of the universities. Some of them don't get jobs, so majority of them are unemployed and the population continues to increase.
Majority of the youth are congested in slums, eking out a living by doing casual jobs.
Unaona sisi hatuna job but tuna survive tu. Unaona baada ya stage imeisha, tuko tushaanza kazi ya kuanza collect takataka mtaani, garbage collection, which bado sasa ndo tunafanya na tunafanya recycling.
Sadly, others survive by engaging in criminal activities such as robbery with violence, mugging, drug trafficking, and organized cybercrime.
So crime kitu yenye iko. Sami kuna mbando ni reform. Kuna day tulikuwa tunaibia msee hapa hivi SDA. Mwenye tulikuwa naye akamshika shingo vibaya akatoka. Tukabaki mimi na face to face. Nikampiga akahepa but akaniotea na chuma sasa.
Immediately after COVID, we lost a boy out of the criminal gangs. He was a member of a gang and there was a gang fight and he died, a Form 1 boy.
In the sprawling Bondeni slums of Nakuru, residents live in extreme poverty. Unemployment is at an all-time high. Insecurity has made the estate a haven for criminal gangs and all forms of violence.
In terms of using sports as a unifying factor for our youths, like in Nakuru town, east and west, we've experienced the rivalry, and to the extent that they kill each other.
Midrift Hurinet, in partnership with Game NGO, sought to intervene through a youth empowerment program that includes street sports, community policing, and peace advocacy. The program, titled Building Peace and Friendships Through Street Sports and Culture Events, aims to contribute a lasting social change in Nakuru City.
Now, our partnership with the Game NGO has enabled us to have interventions targeting the youth through sports, and that has enabled us to really mobilize the youth so that the youth can come together, dialogue with both state and non-state actors of how we can have a peaceful environment.
Whatever Midrift is doing, whoever came up with the idea must be a genius in some way, because previously there have not been this kind of a setup. The other bodies that have tried it, but I think Midrift have taken it a lot higher, such that through sports you are able to get to the heart of the people, because people love sports.
So kupitia kwa mpira tournament za Midrift tumekuwa tukitangamana vizuri na wananchi. So mwisho wananchi wamekuja kuona kuwa polisi si watu wabaya.
This project started in July 2022 as a pilot project, just a month shy of the 2022 general elections.
One of the ways of bringing youth together and diverting the youth away from violence, away from hate, away from exploitation by the politicians is through sports. And game came at the right time. You all remember that last year was an electioneering year, and there was very little, if any, violence recorded within Nakuru. It's out of the efforts and the gains that have been achieved through projects like game.
The project was implemented through collaboration with 4 grassroots organizations, namely Tribeless Youth, Youth Bilanoma, Renegades Basketball, Shabab Ladies FC. Other key stakeholders involved were the national and county government, security agencies, community leaders, and youth leaders.
Since I joined the game project, it has really transformed me. One thing I can say is that it has given me a sense of fulfillment, because I've been able to give back to the society because of participating in the game project and engaging with the Game Zone kids and also the youth.
Tumejoin game, tumetusaidia, sasa we can communicate na watu wa society na tuwafunze a lot, including kuishi poa, kulenga mambo na crime na drugs, na pia tuna impact watoto wadogo aged between 7 to 16 years old.
37 youth from Nakuru East and West constituencies, called Playmakers, were recruited to be the backbone of the intervention.
When we are interacting with the game, let's not just focus in the game, we get to know what's outside.
The Playmakers underwent youth capacity development areas such as gender equality, conflict prevention, street mediation by Midrift and Game NGO.
Venye nilijoin hapo hivyo Playmaker, tulifundishwa leadership skills mingi na tukafundishwa maybe venye tunaweza funza hao watu wengine vitu zenye tunafunzwa kama kuwa more confident.
The trained Playmakers would then be deployed to the community to conduct street sports, advocacy, and community sensitization through sports. These activities were conducted in selected community grounds and learning institutions, otherwise known as game zones.
life skills that I've learned in this game project. One, to be oriented to detail, because when I'm dealing with the kids, I need to teach them how to do some of the simple stuff, like how to control. When you teach them how to control the ball, you have to teach them how that controlling life, your life and values is important to the community.
So vile game ilikam, unapata watoto wanajiinvolve na game. So they use their time kwa game activity, that is the sports activity. Ina bring friendship, ina bring cohesion. And also because tumekuwa tukikutana na watu kutoka Nakuru East, wanakutana na watu kutoka Nakuru West, imeleta ile friendship.
The administrators of the game zones testify that the program is bringing gradual change in the community.
Kids they're growing, and any knowledge that you impact in them, they get to grow up while understanding that this is actually an aspect that they really need.
In our efforts to help the young people in Nakuru Town East and Nakuru Town West refrain from crime and criminal activities, including being recruited into criminal gangs that are mushrooming, and the criminal gangs run the show in most of the estates in Nakuru Town East and West, and therefore we are trying to save these young people from these vulnerable communities. And what this project is doing is building their life skills slowly by slowly, starting with individual life skills, community life skills, social life skills, so that they can have more self-awareness and they can be able to fit in the job market.
We prepare the youth, capacity build the youth so that they can also be their own champions in terms of advocacy. So the other issue that we are looking at is making sure that we create platforms so that the youth can get an opportunity to talk with the state agencies and institutions. So that's whereby we capacity build them as leaders and also teach them about advocacy and also the issues about messaging.
The teachers in charge of sports in the school's game zones are optimistic that the game project was timely and relevant.
The last 10 months since you introduced those two games, our learners have gained a lot in terms of skills, and apart from skills, they have also got discipline, in terms of disciplines. Taking into account that this area is it's a slum area, we have drugs and other challenges, especially family challenges. And therefore having football around and basketball helps them to keep them busy.
The students who have joined your activities kind of are seeing the point of being straight, being disciplined, being focused on the academics, and avoiding engaging in things outside there that might jeopardize their dreams.
I am happy about this group and this sector because when they were coming in this school, there was no skill, total no skill for the basketball. But as you can see, the kids can arrange themselves and they have already acquired the skills for the basketball and also the football.
Step at a time, we are learning, taking each moment as what you're pursuing in the field and again outside the field, because the moment you impact a kid, when you meet that kid outside there, not at the game zone, but when you meet a kid that he or she can remember you as a coach, what you taught him, and again is just trying to tell that whatever we are preaching outside here is bringing a cohesion towards our community.
The youth and children engaged in the game zones expressed a lot of gratitude for the project.
Midrift, it has helped us a lot. Kwangu imenisaidia nikakuwa na confidence ya kuongea. Nimeweza kuwa na time management ya kufanya vitu zangu. Kama kwa studies, nasema hii time hadi time nafanya hivi na hivi. Then next time hiyo nyingine naingia kwa sport yangu na train, nafunza marafiki zangu.
The way their studies changed, their time management changed. We're able to see it in class, their performance also changed. And like the exam that they did recently, as they were closing the school, we were able to see most of the students who were performing in the midfield events, they were able to perform well.
I'm happy that the leaders, we're having the chairman for the school in the team, the vice for the school is in the team, and the body, the whole body of the leadership is already in our team. And those who join this game, they have made the school, everybody now want to join the basketball and the football.
In the pilot project implemented between July 2022 and March 2023, 1,075 youth and children participated. With the project, Midrift has significantly contributed to the prevention of ethnic and political tension and polarization in the days leading up to the August 2022 general elections.
We were able to see a lot of young people from East and West Nakuru participating meaningfully in the election process and not being used by politicians to perpetrate violence, because that has been the case before. Politicians mobilize young people and they use them to come up with gangs that perpetrate violence during the election period.
You know, for sports, apart from being a unifying factor, it engages the youth and gives them hope in life. Sure. So this is a platform that I got even to preach unity to our youths, and also inform them that the rivalry or the killings scares investors, so they have to remain united. For Nakuru County Government of Nakuru, we are using sports actually to nurture talents. We have a lot of talents in our youths here that are untapped. So we intend to tap all these talents, nurture them, and support them to greater heights.
In the second phase, the project intends to engage more youth in street sports, conflict resolution, and advocacy. All this so that ignorance may cease to be a valid excuse and our youth can take their rightful place in nation building.
Last time when we were implementing the pilot project, we had 3 zones. In this new phase of the project, we have 5 zones. We've expanded to Kamukunji grounds. We've expanded to Kenyatta Secondary School in Nakuru Town West. And therefore, we are reaching out now to more youth and children within our intervention areas. And we've gotten a lot of traction from the communities, from the parents, from the stakeholders. We've seen in our game zones parents appearing just to see what happens at the game zone level, participating in the dialogue session. And therefore, that means the community is already embracing the approach of using sports for conflict mediation and violence prevention, and that has been the main goal.
We have realized that through the partnership with the Ministry of Youth at the county level, of which we are also scaling up at the national level, there are a lot of things that we can discuss and also prepare the youth so that they can lobby and advocate for certain things. Some of them are issues about policy, some of them issues are just budgeting, some of them are issues about just operational, and also opportunities for the youths in the county. Because through our research and our work, what we have realized, there are certain gaps that are there currently that are making youths not be able to enjoy the fruits of devolution, for example.
To bring other members of the society, especially the youth, closer to us, so that they can open up. They can open up, and also instead of engaging in criminal activities out there, they can come in and take part in engaging in constructive activities like sport.
Of late, those criminal gangs, they are forming now a group, and in one of the weekends, almost once per week, those groups do come here and practice football, some sort of competition. So in one way, after the competition, the small competition, our leaders do talk to them and educate them on the dangers of drug taking and those involving themselves in those groups. So we are seeing the effect it has, to getting or that information has reached them, and they are seeing that we can keep ourselves busy, maybe playing, maybe one time we shall have a team, And one of us or some of us will be taken to be employed as players in these big teams.
So far we've done an Ajiri Center where we're going to help our youths know how to go about their CVs, how to relate to the market, and how to get to connect to the job opportunities.
Through Midrift and other partners, and Midrift being the main partner as far as the NCMAF is concerned, we thought there was need to have partners come together for a round table dialogue. We were able to come up with a work plan, a joint work plan. We were able to come up with a roadmap on how to develop an information platform, how we can be sharing the information. We were able to come out with a strategy on how to work together areas. This is something that is not in any other county. It's just within Nakuru County, out of the initiative we had with the Midrift.
Bombela.